I started getting in trouble at a young age, making bad decisions, hanging out with the wrong people, was in and out of, programs and foster homes and jails and institutions and things like that. Substance abuse was a big problem for me too.
You got your dad killed at 12 years, if I'm not wrong, and the parents split up and everything happened, and I guess that is something that affected you somehow, and then you continued down this path. What was the change? You mentioned that you decided to change as well. So how did you come to that conclusion?
Just getting around a different group of people, man. I mean, they say, show me your 5 best friends, and that's who you are, basically. But that's just what it was. Once I got around different people, I started feeling silly. Like, the way that I thought, I was like, wow, no wonder I'm here in this position. No wonder I'm stuck. If I was thinking like these guys, I could be a lot further in life.
And how did you end up meeting such people? Because most people, like, if I am doing drugs and everything, I personally feel that I will have low self-confidence and I will hesitate in reaching out to people like that.
Really, it started with the owner of the company, and again, he came from a similar background as me, and he had changed his life, and we have a lot in common as far as our drive. That's the best way I can put it. Once we set our mind on something, if anything or anyone tries to get in front of that or take that from us or stop us, it just makes us want it more. If you're really trying to help your client, even if you are just a roofer, still start on the ground and look at everything. Even if you're just a roofer, because if you document these things, you're putting more on the table for them, which in turn could go back towards their roof or just back towards their property. I mean, you're helping them at the end of the day, and a lot of the time they're gonna take that and they're gonna give back to you with their business, And
the way you tell a story or how good you tell a story is directly proportional to the outcome or how positive of the outcome that you are gonna get. So where did you learn that from?
All right, so I think, Muhammad, to answer your question, as far as being a storyteller, I think that I just was naturally a storyteller. I think as a kid, I naturally had the gift of gab. I think some people have that, and I think the ones of us that have it, we don't perfect it until later in life, and I'm still tweaking things. I'm still learning as a salesman how to be better. But
like, how can a roofer make a roof inspection a beautiful story for the homeowner?
So if you're not just good at telling stories, my best advice on how to tell a story to sell something is to do a video. You can even be dry. I've showed a couple guys that don't talk real smooth when they're on camera how to do this, and they still make a video and they put it out there and they kill it. Even though
you were a kid that grew without a father. Now there are a lot of kids out there, or a lot of young men in roofing or women, they don't have a father too, and they might be making decisions that they shouldn't be making. But you have made those decisions already, and now you have the experience and you have the leverage as well. So what are the learnings that you have that you now want to pass on to the next generation or to the people who are exactly in your shoes as a child?
For me, I would say one major thing that I learned going through the motions, from a young person, early, young adult to where I'm at now, is you should always operate on intellect over emotion.